Hello and welcome. My name is Chelsea. I'm an intuitive wellness coach, and I love teaching people about the energetic aspects to their health. Today, I wanted to discuss something that we've briefly touched on before, and that's how objects, everyday ordinary objects, can impact your health. And what was interesting when I switched from in-person work to virtual was the opportunity to see clients in their natural environment, so to speak, the environments that they lived in every single day. And I noticed something interesting that often my focus would be drawn away from the client to some sort of object in the room. And it would often be at the time where we were speaking about a specific block in health. Sometimes I'd get the awareness ahead of time as we, started the session. Oh, that's an interesting painting, I would think, not thinking it was relevant until again my focus would be drawn to it at a specific point in the consult. And what is interesting is we forget that everything is energy. So even objects hold energy. So yes, gemstones and things that more obviously have a vibration to them, but paintings, pictures, so-called inanimate objects, everything is a buzzing bag of electrons, basically, of these particles, and is at the same time wave and energy, all the stuff we talk about in Body Connection Blueprint that's so important to know. We forget that it also applies to things that are supposedly inanimate things, but they're still part of our environment. They're still part of that energetic soup that we're in. And something that I want you to remember is we already know about environment affecting us, our external environment affecting our internal environment. So again, in Body Connection Blueprint, which is my course where I go through all of the foundational tools to increasing empowerment, body connection, and intuition, we talk about the importance of having the external environment reflective of the internal environment as well. And let's say you have clutter in the house. That's going to create a certain feeling or a shift in the body of more clutter, chaos, of disorganization, of lack of clarity, and possibly lack of connection. So by cleaning up the external environment, it signals to the body, okay, we can detox, we can purge now. And vice versa. As you do a detox and purge physically, you'll often find that you just start wanting to clean up things in your environment, get rid of these stacks of papers that haven't been dealt with over here, or these, little knick-knack objects, cleaning all that up. The same thing with objects in our environment in general. Sometimes things will be in alignment and feel good to have in the environment, and sometimes they will not. Sometimes you're gifted something of great intention, but it doesn't feel good to you. But by obligation or some other reason, you decide to keep it around. So the energy of all of these things accumulates into what is your external environment. And we want to really think, again, we've talked about this before, about the external environment more like an extension of you and your internal environment. So often with clients, there would be, a painting that I would see in the background or a specific object. We'd discern what was going on with that. Sometimes I could shift the energy of the actual object. Sometimes we'd have to do a removal of that object, so either donate it, sell it, gift it, something else. Other times there were certain cleanses or things to do with it, or putting it away for a certain period of time, or moving it to somewhere else in the house that was more conducive to the flow of energy. But it's so interesting how much an object can actually impact things like your health. Now that we know all of this, let's move on to some action steps I want to give you. So I want to send out this challenge to you to go into at least one room in your house and just spend some time in it. Just sit down on a chair or wherever is comfortable, stand at the doorway if that's the perspective you want to take, whatever it is. Just look around the room and see if your eyes are drawn to anything. Feel in your body. Is there anything that you're feeling pulled? Is there an expansion feeling, a contraction feeling? Is there a drop in the stomach? What's going on inside the body? and just kind of play around and do a little assessment. You can move closer towards that object that you're being drawn to. Is it a good feeling in the body? Is it that expansion, the lightness, or not? If not, is there something that you can kind of tune in about? Is it the colors a little bit off for you now? Maybe you've changed and you want a brighter scheme. Is it the placement of it? And just kind of feel into what may be going on. We, again, need to remind ourselves that we're always changing, we're always moving. So things in our external environment don't necessarily need to be static and in the same place, in the same way, forever and always. And again, if something is not feeling in alignment for you anymore, it's okay to either put it away for some time, put it somewhere else, switch something up, or to give it or gift it, or donate or sell it or whatever it is, if it's not really fitting the whole overall experience of what you want to create in your external environment, and therefore also in your internal environment. Also, when we move things or shift things or get rid of things, it creates more space. And more space tends to give us a re-opportunity, so to speak, like another chance, another opportunity to look at what we do want to bring in for ourselves, to realign with our own connection and our own alignment of what we're really aiming for to achieve on energetic and physical levels. And if you're really feeling pulled in this talk about alignment, I have some exciting news. My Alignment Collective program, group program community is now being launched. So this is a place where fellow intuitives can come and get guidance and support from me with questions such as this. So, taking a photo and dropping it in the group chat. What does everyone think about this painting? Chelsea, what do you think? Are you picking up on anything? It can be a place where we can sort of play around together with energetics and advanced energetic skills and really get you into alignment to where you want to go, what you want to achieve, what you desire. And there's even a component of the course of really figuring out what is that alignment for you. And we expand on a lot of different aspects that are in Body Connection Blueprint, which is the self-guided course with all of what I consider the foundational pieces for empowerment, connection, and intuition. And this is really a place also where people who are feeling pulled to do this type of energetic, intuitive work for themselves and possibly for others can come and expand their skills as well in a playful, supportive, guided environment. So if that sounds good to you, there's the information linked below to this video, and I hope to see you there. Until next time, take care and let me know if you did the action step of exploring your environment. And you can again repeat that for multiple rooms and let me know what you found and what was going on. Take care.